a return out of it because people want it. There's more population that need it.
So the message to those that are actually investing in cryptocurrency would be to look at what is actually associated with the currency form or formless of crypto, what it's associated with that people are utilising,
Well,
humanity is utilising.
I'm not interested in the individual currency as much as I am in the concept that's more effective and efficient that is going to serve people and fulfill values in people. That's what I would invest in. The currency, which one it's going to be, you may have to diversify because they may come and go. They may die out, some of them.
Just
And
like
others
any
may
other
take
stock.
over, and you may have put all your money into the one you thought was it, and it's all gone now. So you'd want to put it into the concept and think it through. And anytime you're investing, educate yourself. Stick in your core competence and let your education be a guide. Because I have people all the time want to speculate on something they don't know anything about. And as a result of it, they go, oops, I didn't know about that. Know something about it. I know certain things about certain markets, and I feel confident in those markets. Outside those markets, I don't know so much. So I'm more conservative and more generic in those areas.
So wisdom would be for those that are thinking about investing in cryptocurrency is to look at the currency and what that represents and really do the research on, say, like the company behind it, the people behind it, what it actually represents to humanity or to the market.
And know that anytime you're doing an evaluation on an investment, Charles Ellis did a great thing on statistics that I remember reading. He showed that if you take, because there's little market cycles of about 8 to 10 years in cycles, that is basically the credit cycle, and it goes up and down. And so you can get an investment that has a 5-year track record, a 6-year track record, and it's nothing but up. And you can go up there and go, man, that's amazing. That's giving me 20% double-digit returns in 5 years per year. It's almost doubled in 5 years. This is amazing.
Wow, is
But
that a vision?
Yeah, but what happens is on the next part of the cycle, it's actually gone down and it loses half of it.
So what's the mean in that?
So then what you do is you look at a mean. Now he measured the means and he said that it's wise to follow at least 3 cycles to get a good mean. So he said around 22 years is a 23 years, which is 3 8-year cycles to give a better idea what a real mean is. So if an investment doesn't have a track record, there's a bit of a speculation on what it's going to do. But the longer the track record, as long as it's still doing something that's serving humanity and a value and is still being valued in society, gives you a better idea of what the average return really is going to be. That's the intrinsic value of that return. And I'd rather set an expectation that's real than a fantasy and then a nightmare.
Perfect. So realistically is like do your research, be wise about your investments, do not speculate unless you're actually prepared to lose, or be a gambler in some form, and also what's some other recommendations that you could actually offer?
Well, I do believe that people, if they put some of their portion of their money into the currencies, I think they're going to make some money. I don't question that. The question is, are they going to try to time it? Because I've seen those currencies go up, 100% and go down 50% in a day.
I've been watching that, and I've invested money in that and seen it actually quite volatile.
Yeah, so you got to handle that and know that what I found, I wrote about this in Jet Set magazine a number of years ago. I said that when I was young, I was in my 20s, I had a gentleman who was like a mentor to me, teach me some things about money. And he said, you're not a millionaire until you can handle a gain and loss of $1 million without an emotion. And I didn't really comprehend what that meant. I thought, wow, when I have $1 million, I'm a millionaire. But if I lost a whole million and I only had $1 million, I would be devastated, I would think. I would be emotional. And I didn't realize that what he was really saying is that when you have $10 million net worth, you can handle a fluctuation of $1 million. It's about a 10% that people can handle without emotions. So I didn't classify myself as a millionaire until I had 10, a net worth of 10 million. And then I realized, okay, now I'm a millionaire. I've watched my market go up and down $1 million, and it's not fun to watch it go down $1 million or up $1 million in the market. I mean, imagine when Warren Buffett has to go up. He goes up $1 billion and goes down $1 billion. I sat with Bill Pollock at a French restaurant in Sydney, Australia, across from the Four Seasons Hotel. And he went up 600 million and down 600 million in 1 month.
So how was his emotional state during that period?
He said, I don't care what it is, it still doesn't feel good. He said, but he had to go down. And I was thinking, if mine went down 600 million in a thing, I don't even have 600 million, to go down. But if I did, I would go, what that's like. I got to work with a guy in the breakthrough experience of $750 million loss. He was there one day, and his partner took it out and disappeared and left the country with $700 million. And I had to help him through the process. And he was having less anxiety than I was, because I was trying to imagine what it would be like if I had lost $750 million.
So you want to ask yourself the question, like, what can you afford to lose, or can I, what is my earn the right to risk, as we talk about?
You got to earn the right to risk. If you can't handle the loss of that volatility, what you do is you take the average volatility, and if you can't handle, if it goes up 400 and it goes down this 200 and it goes up, it's all over the place. If you can't, whatever you're putting in there, if you can't handle those ratios of the percentage, don't put it in there. Only handle what the total portfolio they produce and need and they value. And if you buy something that has value, you're going to get a return out of it because people want it. There's more population that need it.
So the message to those that are actually investing in cryptocurrency would be to look at what is actually associated with the currency form or formless of crypto, what it's associated with that people are utilizing,
Well,
humanity is utilizing.
I'm not interested in the individual currency as much as I am in the concept that's more effective and efficient that is going to serve people and fulfill values in people. That's what I would invest in. The currency, which one it's going to be, you may have to diversify because they may come and go. They may die.